Hello Capricorn, thank you so much for tuning in. We are checking on the soulmate twin flame energy for May 2025. Let's see what is in store for you. Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Rising. Okay, let's open the portal. Wow. Are you anticipating something for the winter time? Because it seems all these developments actually they may lead to winter time. So this energy in the reading, it seems it's not really limited with only May. So we may witness a process for the next 6 months. So it's like the half of the 2025 for you. Let me add some yeah, I will pick also 3 cards from tarot. There is a very mature energy in this, by the way, but it seems there has been some no contact and silence. At the beginning I don't see some kind of emotional exchange here. This doesn't necessarily mean rejection, but there is a pausing energy, like a soul pause. So people are like trying to try to integrate something, or there are some things at play. Yeah, but some maybe speech has been like waited, but those words did not come out. And despite the distance though, I see some vows. Some vows has remained with this person, Capricorn, or this vow, or like people separate, but their inner vow to each other is actually staying. So this is also, to me, speaks like commitment mirroring the compromise. There is a soul agreement here which cannot be released before its time. So the bond here is not broken. I think there is an enduring energy beyond the ego or circumstances here. And from people not talking each other for some time, I think it was very hurting for them. But there was also this need pause. So I think people learning to let go of some kind of a control in this relationship, because the bond here still continues. There is some, you know, I read this thing, like trying to love the person for the person they are, but not forcing, trying to push anything on them. People are not realizing the bond. There is a process until winter. but they are people need to release clinging maybe, or they are releasing obsessions or some fears or other attachments or addictions to something. Like a person saying, I wanna like hold your hand, but before that I must first like set free things which are not serving to this relationship, so I can hold you truly. And then like this negotiation energy, also within the people's oneself, you know, this is, I think, a mirrored energy as well, like people having this compromise within themselves. And if there has been some kind of this rigid, again, silence, I think they will these things likely to get softened. So, or people will likely to soften some rigid maybe expectations from each other, so they can meet halfway. This can be also about accepting imperfections in each other, like, okay, we accept that, but we must also meet in the middle, you know, my way alone is not the way kind of energy I'm getting. And you know, if this process goes until the winter time, this winter energy also a bit like healing in the quiet, like the relationship will heal in the quiet, and there will be the Queen of Swords, like clarity of people's mind. Minds will speak. There's going to be, I think, less action, like the movement of the nature is limited in winter, but people's like inner alchemy will come to the surface through the mind. Queen of Swords, like Queen of Swords also, you know, it's very striking here because Queen of Swords also known as the Ice Queen, like the Queen of the Winter, and it may look frozen, but I think beneath this ice there is actually new life emerging in the connection. So I think the connection is quite silent. That, well, there are wounds, but I wouldn't say it's severed. There is really a deep soul level commitment exists here, and even it's like a winter outside, again inside it's really different. Like on the soul level things are actually very interesting, like there is this inner commitment, there is this divine truth, and these things cannot be extinguished. I feel people will let go of control, people will let go of sadness, and I think they're gonna find clarity and reunion in their minds in silence. They will go like beyond sorrow and the ego, and I think there is going to be a super honest communication, really super, and this is, I think, a bit compromise energy. So but before compromise, some harsh truths can come, some boundaries can be stated. I think this connection really needs intellectual honesty, sharp and assertive energy, because the souls need that. Because before that, that's why I think the silence exists. Because there is some kind of a sorting through thoughts energy here. Like I'm getting ready to detach from the drama and illusions, I need to think clearly, you know, I need to understand myself, and I need to understand you before I can like soften this rigid, and before meeting you in the halfway. Like this person is like saying, or this is you, like I'm muted, but I'm not gone. My soul still holding this vow to you. And until the winter, people are really asked to release the control, and they need to allow this fate, also fate like as potential, you know, needs to lead. Like very important to sharpen the mind in order to cut through the illusions, and some compromise will happen, I think. This is very impressive, I have to say. People will meet halfway, they will meet again, but first they have to move through some kind of a cold honesty, though the soul is ready, will be ready for the illumination and growth. And then you have the Queen of Swords. That's very impressive, I have to say. This is very much clear thinking, super clear thinking. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. I like these cards. I hope you enjoyed looking them too. I like my own cards too from my collection. So Capricorn, take care. If you have a personal tarot question to me, you can always find me in the live streams called Karo is answering your tarot question. If this is your first time, please check the description box below to see how it works. And I will see you in the next readings, Capricorn. Ciao.